Yow. So it's Emma here, and I'm at the beach, as you can see, and maybe by the title you already understand. Also, I apologize for all the cars that you might hear. It's like the road is right there, but this is a good shot. So this is like, you're gonna have to take that L. But we're talking today about 5 tips making short film, and with me here I have my friend Theodore White. Yeah. And so TJ and I have been like doing filmmaking stuff like that since like 6th grade. Basically doing whatever we can just to make stuff, because that's what we're passionate about. To be honest with you, that's something that we both care about on a point. It's like, it's pretty big, it's pretty serious. Because, all our friends, everyone in the little family will understand that we go through measures that are ridiculous just to make films, because that's what we care about.
We love. So, right here, we're going to tell you 5 tips, or whatever tips. Or most likely around 5 tips. Just on filmmaking, and just our personal things that we learned through years of this stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy. Should we do it? Alright, yo.
I just said tip number 1, so now you say. Okay, so tip number 1, take any opportunity that you get. So let's talk about it.
Yeah. Right, so this is very important, because, for filming, it's really one of those things that you want to get yourself out there as much as you can. So if someone wants you to film something for them, or needs help on something, you go and take that opportunity. Also, your surroundings. Me and Emmett, just in these 2 days, already filmed 2 short films. Because we took opportunity of this beach, and so any location that you have, take advantage of it. This will make your film mucho bueno. Is that cause
muy bueno.
Muy bueno.
And like, I know that being at school and stuff like that, if you're someone that like is open about enjoying this kind of thing, films like that kind of thing, teachers are gonna come to you, okay? Because I know we're always at school, and then it's a bunch of bull now, because we don't want to, but teachers are always like, oh, will you make this for us? Will you film this for us? Can you edit? You know how to do this editing wise, and that's the way you can get way more practice.
Yeah.
You get like way more, and any project.
You can do crap on those jobs.
Yeah, they don't even care. Yeah. But like any project that you ever have, find a way to make it into a movie. Because I know any project, even if it's not on like the freaking rubric, if I ask my teacher, I'm like, what if I did, a full movie and I incorporate everything just to do it, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, totally.
And also, everyone at your school is going to think your project's like the best, because it is going to be the best in some video.
It's like, yeah, it's as simple as if you can slightly edit a little bit and you have good video quality. Okay, they're like, whoa, this video is so good. Even though you're like, the video can be crap, they're still, because that's better than any of them will be able to do if you have at least like a tiny bit of exposure in that field.
Especially if you're in school, like people just like go like crazy over like any video,
Yeah, anything, like literally anything. Like, oh, it's so good.
So yeah. All right. Rule number 2: learn your gear.
Okay. So basically, when you're in a situation where you don't have the nicest gear necessarily, like us, okay, we had some pretty crappy gear. All right. It's about learning how to use it. I know that even if you have the nicest DSLR, you don't know how to use it, then it's gonna be some crap. Your video's gonna suck. Okay, it's as far as like if you start using manual settings. I know we shot a whole. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, a music video for one of our friends, and we shot literally well over half of that video with the iPhone 6s, and it's you can get free apps. Okay, you can pay $10 for Filmic Pro, and you can just you can cheat all the settings like frame rate, all that ISO, all that stuff. You can change it on your iPhone, okay, if you have the right apps. And then when it comes to like your gear, right, you can make really good videos on your iPhone. The stupid Apple commercials, those people are people that aren't just taking a video in the freaking Apple camera, okay? There are people that are learning the settings.
Don't let it trick you.
They're learning the settings of camera, okay, and then incorporating the iPhone. So once you just learn that, you can really make good video. And like your headphones, right, you can use that as like a lavalier mic. I know I did that like a lot in my first videos. That works just almost as well as like a Rode microphone.
Exactly, and with that too, it's so easy now to start and get into this field of filmmaking than it was, I would say, even 10 years ago. Because now you have YouTube, you have so many, places to go to watch tutorials and videos just like that on how to do it, on how to edit, on how to use a camera, stuff like that. So it's really so easy. So never have that as an excuse to not, film make or do filmmaking, because it's so easy right now compared to even 10 years ago. It's so much easier.
And another thing, I know, like, you might think that your parents are going to say, I'm never going to buy you anything nice or whatever, no matter what, but I'm telling you, if you show a passion in something, show a liking for something, like if you're actually putting time to learn how to use it, then I promise you, they'll help you out, because I know when I had my first camera, alright, like, my dad did not care about anything because I didn't know how to use it, and I was just like, oh, I need a nice camera, but in reality, I just didn't even know how to use that one, and it's like, after I started, doing all this work, then for my birthday he got me a camera that was like way nicer than I would ever expect for a birthday gift. It's like, comes to that sort of thing. You can say
right.
Rule number 3.
Rule number 3, watch movies.
It comes to like watching movies, okay? Any movie that has, an open budget, like any movie, even if it's independent, okay? Someone that's making a film, alright, even if it's terrible, like if the movie is really bad, you can look at things like angles and stuff like that, and that really changed. Like, before you start making your short films, watch other movies, see their angles, things like that, and it'll completely change it, because I promise you, alright, when you start going into filmmaking, your videos are gonna suck, okay? If you don't have, like, basic angles and continuity in your video, they suck so bad.
And that's a big thing too. Your first video inevitably is gonna suck. You're just gonna have to live with that. We're just going, forward from there. And with watching movies, you'll realize it as an art form the more you watch it, and then you'll take your filmmaking more so as an art form than just another, YouTube video or something like that. You'll see it more so as, this is something that's special, and that's, a piece of art, and not just that, but any movie, as Emmett said, any movie in a budget, because if they're at that level to have a budget, they know something that's valuable to you, that you can learn, which is really important.
And I always think, like, rules, knowing the rules allow you to break the rules, okay? That's something that I think that I take photography, just serious. I take filmmaking, things like that, is, breaking the rules that are set, but in your own way, can make the video good. I'm not saying, like, turn the camera upside down or anything like that, but, like, looking at other angles and then modifying them to be your own angles is what, makes it popular, makes it different. So I'm not saying, copy literally everything in the movie, but that's something that you can, do. It's, like,
try
helpful.
New things, definitely. Just try new things that you can do, and that really comes from just seeing other people's work and seeing what they did, and like, I like that. Maybe I want to incorporate this, or maybe I want to tweak that a little bit. That's why it's so important not only just go out there and do it, but to go and see it from another person's point of view. So
alright, so tip number 4, alright, it's very important, alright? You gotta go out and start actually filmmaking.
For this is something most people they don't really notice, because they think filmmaking is something that any other career, you do good in school, and then you major in this in college. I'm going to tell you straight up, that is not what filmmaking is about. And also, you're not going to get anywhere doing that, because that's what everyone else thinks it is. All right, but you got to do as a filmmaker, all right, understand that you can start at any age, at any time, and we're not joking when we say that.
Yeah, I mean, you're using right now, you can use Movie Maker, your phone, your freaking mom's phone, okay, it doesn't even matter, right? Just like anything, you can make it free. It'll be free, I'm sure that your parents or somebody has a camera laying around. Even if it's a crappy point shoot, does not matter. And
just go out and start filming something.
Editing and filming and everything like that. I think that editing is the most important thing. You don't even have to own a camera. You can just literally use open broadcast software to freaking record a screen and then edit it, just to practice editing. It's like, that completely changes everything. If you understand, the importance and continuity, things like that, of
just putting clips together, and just like that. That is so important. And just learning that, because I'm telling you right now, you can watch as many tutorials as you want. You can go to school, but you're gonna get the best from actually just going out there and doing it. And that sort of ties in what we said before. Your first film, it's gonna suck. But from there, you learn each time. All right. I don't think any filmmaker really gets to a film and says, "I'm done." You know, I can't really go any farther.
You can always do better in every single film that you make. I know that, like, no matter who you are, when you're watching a movie, there's some part of it you won't be satisfied with, you know, and that's the case. And when you're watching your own movies, it's ridiculous. It's like, this is crap, no matter how good it is.
So you're gonna be so nitpicky of something,
like,
but
little tiny details.
But that's good though, so you can improve each time. And sometimes you might not think it's like good, but other people around you might think it's really good because they're not looking at it from your perspective, you know.
Exactly.
And so just go out there and start making it, because I'm telling you right now, you do not want to wait till you're about to go to college and major, because that's not what filmmaking is about. All right, that just simply is not what filmmaking is about.
That's really not what anything is about.
So rule number 5, all right, don't make excuses for the gear you have. This is what stops many filmmakers. I would say even, it even stopped us at a time period. We're not really stopped, but sort of made us make excuses. We're like, if we had a better camera, we can make a better film. Or if we had this camera slider, or a stabilizer, or Adobe, we would have better editing and stuff like that. But really, at that time, we were not mature enough to have those. And if we had that,
we would have sucked it.
Yeah, we would have sucked with it.
Because I feel like right now, the stuff that we have, I know that since I was in 6th grade, pretty much, literally every penny of money I had has gone towards the stuff that we have today. It's like, you can have like the best gear in the world, like I said before, not know how to use it's not worth anything. I think that when you're ready to take the step, it's when you've mastered what you already have and there's no farther you can go. Like with a camera, okay? If you have a camera with no manual mode, all right, and you've mastered all your angles, all your shots and everything, and you just can't get the good shots because you don't have manual mode, and you can't change your shutter and your aperture, all that stuff, then you need a new camera.
Yeah.
It's like when you're editing, when we were using Movie Maker, okay, we can make anything on Movie Maker.
We can
literally
make anything on Movie Maker.
And then I know, like, there's people that literally have had television shows with their editing on iMovie, Movie Maker, and then, but after a point it got to be like, we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't overlay video, things like that. It was like, we need to take the next step. We need to get Adobe, we need to get Premiere. And then getting Premiere, if I could tell you right now, in 20 years, I'll be able to master the Premiere that I have now, I would be lying. That's something that you'll never master, It's like, you have to get years.
Yeah, it's just getting to that certain level so you know yourself. You know yourself that you can mature to more gear. And it's really, that's why it's really important to us, because we always, like every single, day really, we used to complain about, certain gear that we had, or, us wanting more, and we used to have that sort of somewhat hold us back,
Really.
But use what you have to really further yourself. And so that's how you really become a better filmmaker, is learning the gear that you got and making the best out of it. Not making excuses and then not giving your 100, being like, oh, well, I don't have it, so I can't do this.
Like we said, I remember, okay, so even for our film that we're working on right now, it's like a horror short, okay? We had a shot, I'm holding I have like a shoulder stabilizer, okay? But the shot is a kid on a bike, right? So I cannot run with the shoulder stabilizer without the video bouncing up and down.
We don't have a car.
Yeah, we don't have a car,
or
right?
A dolly track.
Yeah, we don't have a freaking dolly track. So I just got on my skateboard and then we rode, and the shot was extreme. I'll actually play the shot right now, okay? Okay, yeah, it was like extremely smooth, alright? So it just comes from riding a skateboard. You gotta use your surroundings and use the gear that you have. You can make gear out of things.
You can make gear. There's so many videos on YouTube just to DIY,
exactly.
do it yourself, It's so easy,
Exactly.
And so that point is really important to, I think, us and everyone else that's getting into filmmaking. Because you're gonna look at your gear and be like, wow, I don't have crap,
Exactly. Yeah, I have nothing. Excuse me, I'm gonna make, since this is bad, then you can look at things you could have helped and say, oh, it's the camera's fault, oh, it's the stabilizer's fault.
Exactly.
And then you can, in reality, you could have critiqued, you could have done it better.
So that is the last, and we think the most important rule. And in filmmaking. If you want to make good films, short films, or films,
whatever. Films, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you can use the tips in the future because this world needs more filmmakers, it always does. But don't forget to like this video, obviously, subscribe to our little family, and even more importantly, subscribe to this sucky channel.
Even more
to
importantly,
subscribe Videography Production Company. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, click on this. Just go subscribe to that channel. It helps a lot, and when it comes to like stuff like that. So
our filmmaking.
that's our.
And
if you watch the whole video, you can see what we make. That's our film. So.
And we're gonna start doing a lot more cool stuff, which is a surprise, but you guys will see this upcoming year or so. Whoa.
Year. We can't make that big of a commitment, but
yes.
we have videos that we shot here, so those will be on
so
that.
those are gonna be on that channel.
Alright, whatever. Y'all already know what it is. Gang gang.